Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. We're going to do a little bit of a walk through town and check out a few more establishments, and we are going to head to Winterfeast and see what that's like. If you're interested, make sure you stick around and watch the video. Our first stop today after getting on the ferry is a bit of a walk around to Hobart Brew Company. We like coming here. We're trying to get the most out of it because it's probably not going to be here for too much longer. It's a great place to hang out, particularly in the summer, but they do have big gas heaters for wintertime. It is the only pub in town that has a proper outdoor area, a huge outdoor area, and you're able to actually sit in the sun and enjoy a drink.
Here, Candid Tourists, have a look at this. We just played some pool here at Hobart Brew. Alison broke the first rule, don't be a dick. Every time she plays, 3-zip, winner, chicken and dinner.
It's only because I sunk the black right down to the last.
Goodbye.
Hobart Brew is a fantastic place to go and have a drink, as you've just seen.
But I'm a little bit worried. Hi, I'm Jeff. I'm a little bit worried because a lot of stuff has been moved. The containers, there's food places. I think they're on the move. They're going to start to get rid of everything for the stadium.
Now, unfortunately, that is the case. There is going to be some movement with the Hobart Brew Company. So what you're seeing on our channel may change in the future. However, if you walk up Evans Street a little bit toward town and you just sneak across the car park, you will end up in the IXL Jam Factory, and that's where we are right now. We are in the atrium of the IXL Jam Factory, and right next to the IXL Jam Factory is the Long Bar, which is part of the Henry Jones Hotel. There are also some really great toilets here. If you do need to go to the toilet, you can come here.
What are you trying to say?
And I wasn't intending of coming across the road. I was actually going to loop up past the Hotel Grand Chancellor and end up at the Hope and Anchor.
Can I just say?
But Jeff has decided that we are coming this way. So
do you know what? We used to come here all the time, guys, and because these people here, Jordan and Jen and I can't remember, they do the best cocktails in Tasmania. They're like $25 to $30 a cocktail.
I don't know why we're here.
And we just had a Virgin cruise, as you know, recently, and we were paying like $9 for an old fashioned, which I love, bourbon. And
Anyway, Jam Packed is a fantastic place to come. If you're here staying in Hobart and you want to have a great breakfast, definitely come in here. They do a great brekkie. They really do a great brekkie. There's always something happening here in Hobart, and just inside the door there was an artisan residence. She was doing an oil painting of Tasmanian tiger. We're just taking a walk up here. This is Hunter Street. Henry Jones on Hunter Street. We have the IXL courtyard.
We have the landscape restaurant.
Well, we did miss the landscape restaurant.
It's one of the top
in the Henry
10
Jones
in
Hotel. And then we have this one here, which is called the Drunken Admiral. Now, I highly recommend that for at least once in your visit to Hobart, you attend this one. This is a themed restaurant. I wonder if we can peek through the windows. It doesn't look like there's anyone sitting there. Hang on. Let's peek, peek, peek. Ready? Shh, you're with me, right? Okay, so in here we've got all sorts of themes. It's all around shipping, and they do a really, really, really good seafood. They have a big...
Did you happen to know that landscape is top 10?
Landscape is top 10 of what? In Australia. Now, unfortunately...
Serious, this is your favourite.
Yeah.
This is your... Actually, let's talk this up. This is your favourite Indian restaurant?
There's a gallery up here.
And it's my favourite Chinese restaurant.
And they have been shut down because there was a fire. And they have not reopened since the fire. So disappointing. But obviously they're waiting for insurance and for everything to go through. But yes, the Awu restaurant and also the Saffron. The Saffron was my absolute favourite Indian restaurant here in Hobart.
Bruce Springsteen once said, "Hey little baby, is your daddy home? Is he gonna leave you all alone? Oh, it's on fire."
I don't know that is entirely helpful, but yes, he was on fire. And Zero Davy is the apartment complex that is beside that. We're still waiting for them to open as well. So we're making our way up toward the Hotel Chancellor here. So just across the road here is the Hotel Chancellor. It has a performing complex in the other end. During events here in Hobart, that's often open for events. And there is a restaurant here at the end which is called the Tasman. We have not eaten at the restaurant, but I heard that it is absolutely fantastic as well.
I'm on fire.
Having a look around to the left, you notice this is the wharf area. Up here we have Mach 1, and just behind Mach 1 you might be able to make out that building there in the back with the red on it. That is the cruise terminal that does stop in here at Hobart. So it is a short walk to all these places. And yes, we're making our way across to the Hope and Anchor Hotel. I'm dragging Jeff to go see that one. He wanted to go up the other way, not letting him. Over the back there you'll see Muir's. Muir's is a seafood restaurant, and you'll be able to either eat indoors and have a really nice meal, or on the first level you can get some really nice fish and chips. Just aside that are all the fish and chip places where you can eat sitting there, actually, like they call them punts, and they sit on top of the water and you can buy fish.
All these boats here are all...
Don't fall in.
They're all crayfish boats.
Yes, they are. Yes. And I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Hang on a second. All right. I'm just zooming in.
Always you snobby people say lobsters.
Look at that moon. We don't appreciate in this video how big that is, but oh my goodness, it is massive. And it's right above those ships over there. Actually, it's almost above our house, which is interesting. But anyway, I don't remember seeing the moon over there, but
I don't know, but it cut a 6-inch valley in the middle of my soul.
I do also want to point out over here, I'm just going to zoom in. I know the quality's not going to be real good, but you'll see a sign there that says Pearl & Co. Now, Pearl & Co is a bar on the corner of Muir's, and they do a happy hour Friday. They do wonderful cocktails, so definitely drop in there. I don't know what he's talking about here. Hang on. What? No. Alright, just so that you have your bearings, last video we were over just across that road where you see that green line, and we have since just walked up here. I'm just going to spin around for you. There's the Hotel Grand Chancellor. There's the Wool Store up there, which is another hotel that a lot of people stay at. And as I spin around, we have City Hall. This is called Macquarie Street.
Horses.
There are horses. And up where you see the clock tower, that is the mall. And then we have the horses. Hello! And just up here on our left, we have our museum. But over here,
well worth a visit, please.
Just past Jeff's head,
okay,
we have the Hope and Anchor. That's where we're headed. So I'm just going to stand on this very dangerous island near the traffic right now and show you. This is the Hope and Anchor Hotel. Now, this is one of the longest standing establishments here in Australia. It is competing with the Bush Inn up in New Norfolk, but this is the one that has been open the longest. Bush Inn had to close for some renos. Yeah, Jeff's just calling me over. Hang on a second, let's make sure no one's turning left. I'm sure he has something really important to tell us. What is it, Jeff?
when you come to Hobart, you'll see signs like this one.
Oh, we're going to come in. We are.
But it's not, because it closed.
No, well, not technically. Not technically. I was just talking about that. But yes, this is the Hope and Anchor, and it does have a museum at the top. It does have lots of artefacts that you can go and have a look at, which I might just insert in the video now so that you know. And they did do a great buttered rum. We're going to check that out. Oh, I can see it on the... Jeff's got a friend.
Jesus, Captain Sparrow.
He's going to talk to you on the way. Hey? I'd love to film a little bit more in this historical hotel, but we do need to be mindful of the other patrons who are around. But yes, you can head upstairs. I will insert some videos for you about what you may see while you're upstairs. And I do know that they're doing a bit of renovation to their beer garden to the side.
Someone has bought this pub and they're going to spend a lot of money on it to upgrade it. It probably needs it.
It does. It absolutely needs it. But fingers crossed that they stick true to style and we don't lose a bit of the charm here.
There's so much wasted room on this bar.
There really is. Almost need to knock this wall out. It was just beside us and make this whole bar wrap around. But it will be really interesting to see what the new owners do. We hope that it stays true to the historical charm of the building.
I just want to throw in also, you've probably seen a few videos of ours that we have butter and rum at home, that we make our own. This is the original pub that we got the butter and rum recipe from. We weren't allowed to know what they made it from. But yeah, so the original person who made the butter rum from this pub is where we got our recipe from.
That is correct.
Pretty good.
And like I said, if you're ever in Hobart and you want to have a butter rum, let me know. Alright, so now I'm perving in the window of the Hobart Anchor, but
Jesus.
This is the restaurant. Over there you'll see some stairs. That's where you go up to the little museum. There's people in there enjoying some seafood chowders. Jeff's not partial to a seafood chowder. There you go. There's a little bit more of the restaurant in there.
I said tonight, the animals came on the song, The Rising Sun, and I said to her, so where is the house? And she said, Colorado. There is a house in Colorado.
I knew it was New Orleans.
It's New Orleans.
He asked me where I wanted to go in America, and then he started singing the song. That's where he messed up.
Oh, this used to be a hot dog place.
Yeah, it used to be a pirate shop too.
I did.
Interestingly, Tom McHugo's, which used to be called Montgomery's here in town, is currently shut. So it might be undergoing a little bit of reno at the moment. So this is the old Mercury building in town. This is where they used to do the Mercury newspaper, which used to give us our news and so forth. It's now a private building, I believe.
Ali.
I'm sorry, I got to yell because we are right in front of the traffic.
Ali, as you guys probably know, Winterfeast is on at the moment, which is huge from in winter in Tasmania.
That's correct.
And everyone sets their places up red, and across the road here you've got Town Hall. Well, it's not Town Hall.
That's right.
But listen, it's red.
Yes.
Even the city council has got involved, and they've changed our little men to red on the things. Everything's red.
This is our council chambers. Also lit up for our Dark Feast weekend. We are standing in front of the new Mercury building, and although they don't do much there in the Mercury. And this is almost at the mall. Now we are in the middle of winter, so that means that we don't get a lot of sun at the moment. It's usually dark around 4 o'clock. But over here, adjacent to this intersection, that is where we have Franco's usually in the summertime. Don't we, Jeff? Franco's in the summertime.
It's good too.
And just up here, well, this is the actual bus mall. This is
my dad worked
post
here.
office. Jeff's dad worked here, that is correct. And if we turn right, we are in the bus mall. If we go down to the left, that will take us back down toward Salamanca. We have Hobart City Council building just down there. And we're at a precipice now because we've got to decide, are we turning left or are we turning right?
Precipice.
This is the post office building, a beautiful building here in Hobart. So yes, it is Saturday night and we are walking down the mall of Hobart. We've decided to take the right turn. I know that Dark Feast is going on down at the waterfront, but it is $40 for each of us to get into that, and then you have to pay for drinks and food on top.
And your glass.
And your glass. That's $60 each for a glass. So we have headed up this way, up Elizabeth Street, to see whether or not we might be able to find somewhere to...
Shabu.
Well, probably, yeah, we'll end up with shabu. But I think the food up here is going to be a lot cheaper.
And there's a good chance we might go to New Sydney and the Works Club.
Possibly.
And we just passed Replay Bar, which is one of the cool
I heard
bars.
that little bit of music come through. Anyway, so yes, we are making our way up the mall. Probably wouldn't recommend walking through here very, very late at night.
No, I wouldn't either.
No,
I wouldn't recommend walking through here daytime.
It's a bit of a no-go zone, but anyway, we're doing it.
I was in here.
Alright, so the mall is down there. We just made our way up the street. A couple of things to point out. We have the Maharaja, which is a fantastic Indian restaurant. We have Ajikoma, which is a Japanese restaurant, which we've eaten at before, which is fantastic. If we come around this way, here we have the New Sydney Hotel, which is a fantastic Irish hotel. And as we make our way up this side, you will end up at Monsoons, which is one of our all-time favourite restaurants. Oh, plenty of space.
This is my favourite restaurant in Hobart. It is the best.
Here we go.
Shabu shabu.
Shabu shabu. So here we are at Monsoon's Shabu Shabu. You might have noticed that on our way up it was really quite dark, and I can tell you now that it is only 5:30 in the afternoon. It is 5:30 and it is dark. And that's the problem with Hobart, because during the winter months it gets really cold at dark, but by the time it's actually stopped. It is winter solstice today, 22nd of June, and we are about to have a turn and our days will start getting longer, which makes it so much better to be able to see those longer days and not feel so cold and miserable. But yes, here we are at Shabu Shabu. We've got our singer.
Original Thai beer.
And we are awaiting our meal, which is also fantastic up here. If you are in Hobart and you just want to have a little bit of something different, make sure you head up to Monsoon's Shabu Shabu. We highly recommend it. Winterfeast. Winterfeast is an annual event here in Hobart. It is revered by a lot of people. They enjoy themselves very much when they're here. Lots to see and do, lots to eat and drink, a lot of toilets. If you want to find out more, stick around and watch the video. Just so that we can give you a little bit of an idea of what Winterfeast is like, we're just backtracking a day or two when we were able to enter for only $10 each. Give you a little bit of an idea of what it looks like if you are coming this way for a winter feast. We are at Joseph Burton Wines. I'm having a Chardonnay. It's a Pinot Noir Chardonnay. We know it's my cheese butter. And that's $15 for a taste. That might be a bit hot.
Calamari and stuff. Where's that?
Hey?
Where's that?
And this is inside Princes Wharf, where you're able to eat inside if you don't want to be out in the cold. They have bagpipes playing at the moment, that's why the sound turned off. And that ends a winter feast for 2024. This was a smaller scale event. There was no art installments in and around Hobart. It was just the actual winter feast itself. I have mixed feelings about winter feast. I find that it's got great atmosphere and I really enjoy myself, but I also find it very, very expensive. So make sure you're cashed up. That ends the video for today. I thank you for sticking around and watching, and I will catch you in the next one.